All right, we're not going through the combo. We're giving you some of these moves of how to do them better. So you have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You see how my elbows extend out to give my hands to them? That's really important in these kind of moves. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And then my 7 crosses over to get to that side track. Super important. The other point is, with this move, 6, 7, don't move them at all. Lightly go around them. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, 7. You have to with your torso and out here. This is really important. Otherwise, it's like, it's here, and this is not the same as here, 7. Later on, there's another one from this rap right here. Actually, no, we're going to go from the chart. So we go from the hammerlock. So like here, 6, 7, 1. I only step forward where her body was. She has that weight sunk on the right side.
Yeah.
So if we go back to the hammerlock, where Amber is, 5, 6, 7, that's where I stand, 1.
And I kept my left foot there. So my left foot stays like it's stuck in the concrete.
If she stays there, I apply tension in this hand connection to give a little bit of pull this way, but not enough to pull the weight off because I don't need that yet for that check. Here, 1, 2, 3. She goes back to the original position. She's right here from the hammerlock. Watch, go to hammerlock again. So she's in hammerlock. She's gonna go exactly here. So you have to lead them back to the same spot. So it makes it so much easier. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So when you like scroll through this video, you're gonna see like she went back at the same spot. She didn't go further back to a new spot. Makes it so much easier. And the same thing here.
In, out.
And then walk through that. So much easier. Walk through it as you hit that break. So yeah, 5, 6, 7. Rather than doing this in the center and then stepping out, walk through it, cut the tape as you set up your next move.
And for that part, leaders, what I was talking to you about for that uppercut, having your forearm be perpendicular for the leaders.
Yep.
For the uppercut part.
For here?
For the uppercut, because a lot of them are bringing their elbow in towards them and doing it kind of like this, where there's no space, versus making it clear and then going.
Very clear.
Yep.
And then swing out that way.
Yes.
Cool.
Follows for the whole combo.
Sorry.
I was going behind some of you, so everybody has the forward, which is really good. Sarah, I was talking to you about imagining, Val, if you're ever bringing in new heels, what I do is I always imagine between my big toe and my second toe that I have a rock or a paperweight or somebody pushing their fingers over that part. So that way I think of, okay, this is my center of gravity. That way I can really push in through the ball of my foot through force arch. So if you ever have new shoes, even if they're Cubans or Jack shoes, you really want to work your way through them because if they're stiff, you're going to dance with tension in your ankles where it looks like you're marching because you're dancing more flat foot versus when your feet are warmed up and your shoes are broken in a little bit, then you can think of, I'm thinking of pushing each time I step into the floor, like I'm pushing through sand or I'm trying to push myself so hard through this stage. So I'm pushing the floor away from me, and that's how I'm recycling energy in my basic, pushing through that center of gravity in my feet. And then I was coming behind you for the torso movement. Sometimes as followers, we're like, I gotta think about the hips. It's not the hips that we have to think about. The hips will come as you activate the torso. So we don't wanna like think about the hips. See how that's like a lot? And then if I think about my torso, I can be soft and feminine without going too crazy. I want to be fluid and still have like a lightness in my basic, and that comes from the rib cage. So the trickier and more difficult way of practicing the rib cage is with your feet open like this, knees bent, and you imagine you have one wall here, one wall here, and you're going through a very tight hallway. So that way you have to rely on your pelvis going back because I have such a tight space. I can't really get a big range of motion here. If I push my hips back though, I feel like I have more to work with. So from a side view, I'm not pushing my hips back, I'm pushing my hips back, and I can really reach as far as I can with my torso. So I'm doing my basic with my lead. I'm pushing through the floor, and because my pelvis is going back, that's where the hips come from. So it's not that infinity, it's the pelvis going back to help you with your rib cage, and then it looks like our hips are moving without overly thinking about it. So think about that for this level.
Let's go, partner. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, let's get some music.